about the number one reason why you will fail the job interview. My name is Majiba Bianchi, and I am a coach. I am the CEO of 3T Institute, and someone who brings you training here every week on Tuesdays at 12 p.m. Eastern Time live. Part of what we do at 3T Institute is to bring you training information that you can apply to your current job so that you can be successful, whether you are in a job or if you are looking for a job. Our goal is to help you both ways. If you're watching this on replay, please go ahead and put down replay. If you're here live, say hello, put an emoji, say something so I know that you're here, and it will get me more excited. Part of what I believe in is that for a career professional to be successful, they need three things. They need the right technical skills, the right soft skills, and the right mindset. When you have those three things, the only thing that stands in your way is really just action. Taking the action, knowing that you're going to go out there and be very successful in getting the job that you want. The way that the training works is that there will be 20 minutes of pure training and information, after which I will have a Q&A session. So if you want to participate in the Q&A session, please stop by, put in the comments, which I will be reviewing, and then we will go into Q&A. Hi, Crystal. Welcome. So today's training, what is the number one reason do you think that someone could potentially fail a job interview? Put it in the comments. What do you think is the number one reason someone can potentially fail a job interview? If you're thinking about it, you're probably coming up with a whole lot of different things that go through our minds. What were some of the reasons that were given to you in terms of why you didn't get the job? I wish that there was a way that when we went to a job interview, someone would be like, hey, you could have answered this question a little better, but unfortunately we don't get that. So I'm going to tell you today why the number one reason someone could potentially fail their interview. Crystal put down lack of confidence, which I agree. Lack of confidence can be definitely a problem. But the number one reason is inconsistency in how we tell our story, how we talk about our experience, and in explaining the gaps on our resume. How many times have you been asked to talk about yourself or to explain a potential gap that's on your resume? And have you been able to truly tell the story from start to finish without pausing or looking like you're nervous or really not knowing what to say, and you just kind of stay quiet and wait for the interviewer to ask you the next question? Have you gone through something like that? If you said yes, then that is probably most of us. Most of us who fail interviews and don't get the job is because the interviewer is really not able to understand your entire career, professional career story. They can't connect the dots. And if they can't connect the dots, they're not going to be able to give you a position and hire you, because they don't truly understand the full story. And some of the story may sound like a lie. Some of the story may sound like maybe you're making it up, or, it may just not resonate to them. From an interviewer's perspective, essentially, these are smart individuals who know the company, know the position, and know the work. So the moment they interview someone who doesn't understand their own story, isn't able to tell it, or isn't consistent in describing the work that they have done, that is a red flag, and it immediately gives the signs of not being a trustworthy candidate. And the moment we are perceived as not being a trustworthy candidate, no matter what else you say after that could potentially be not even heard. So we do? What do we do, and how do we make our story so consistent and believable and authentic so that the person interviewing us believes and knows that if they were to hire us, that we would excel in our positions? How do we go from telling an inconsistent story to telling a story where we can convince the interviewer that we are the one that they want? Number one, it is very important that you prep, that you truly understand the company, their vision, their mission, what they're about, what are their goals. That information should be right inside of the company's website. But don't stop there. Go find the CEO of the company, find their LinkedIn page, find employees. What are they sharing? What projects have they won? What projects are they looking to hire resources for? Look at the job description. Understand the job description in detail, bullet by bullet. What are the job responsibilities that they're asking you for? And if you meet the requirements, at least 60%, you're good to go, and you're okay to go ahead and schedule that interview. But when you go to that job interview and they ask you about a tool or a technique or an approach, the important thing is here that you don't lie, that you don't make up a story that really doesn't sound authentic. If you don't know how to use a tool, you can say, I've had minimal experience in using a project management tool. However, I am very eager to learn and I'm a quick learner. Immediately, what you're saying to the interviewer is, A, I'm going to tell you the truth, and B, I am willing to learn. And now you are building trust. You're now connecting on a human level. Because the biggest misconception that we have as professionals is that we must know everything in a job that we're entering. That is the furthest from the truth. The truth of the matter is that the people that are interviewing you also know that there are some skills that you will learn on the job. But what they really want to be convinced of is that your willingness to learn and your willingness to have an open mind and collaborate and make sure that you're working together for the purposes of the project and that the end result is favorable to the company and the team as well. Authenticity is one of the most important things in a job interview. As much as it is nerve-wracking to go to a job interview, remember to breathe, remember to connect, and remember to be authentic. At the end of each interview, it is also important to, if it was a panel interview, that you capture their names and email addresses and send a thank you note. If we start with an interview, we must end it with a thank you so that the candidates really understand that you have followed through. That's what a thank you note says to your interviewers. There's a lot of blogs out there who talk about, should I send a thank you note or not? And there are some things that professionals say. In my mind, a thank you note that I have received in the past says to me that this person has followed through. They want to close a particular task or process before moving on to the next one. So in terms of job interviews, the other question that always comes up in an interview is why you want this specific job that the company's hiring for. And sometimes candidates pause and they're not sure how to answer that. Why is it that you're applying for a coding job? What skills and background do you have that is going to help this company achieve their goals? Not knowing that answer can also potentially get you to fail that interview. Understand fully what the position's about and understand why it is that you want this position. Whether it's a project management position, a project coordinator position, an IT position, What is it about your background and skills that makes you great in fulfilling the duties of this position that you're being interviewed for? Do you know? And if you're saying no, then it is important that you find out. One more thing that I want to address here in terms of interviewing and failing interviews is when people decide that all of a sudden in an interview they're now going to humble themselves. Please don't do that. Do not humble yourself when you go to a job interview. A job interview is an opportunity for you to sell yourself and to sell your skills. To go in a job interview and say, you know what, I'm not going to show off, or I'm not going to tell them that I'm great at managing a project, or that I have amazing people skills. It is not during a job interview where you need to stay humble. It is during a job interview that you need to show off and sell your skills. You are the salesperson right now who's trying to get the interviewer to buy your skills and knowledge and to hire you for the amount of money that you're asking for. So toss humbleness out the window and really focus on what are some amazing skills that I bring to the table? What is my education and background that's going to make me the perfect candidate for this position? How is it that I do certain things that sets me apart from my peers? How can I explain the way I accomplish certain goals for my company and project that I know the interviewer wants to hear? These are all very important points that you want to cover prior to an interview. Remember, to not fail an interview, first we must connect on an authentic human level. Shake hands, smile, take deep breaths, focus on everything that you know you bring to the table. And what you know you can't bring to the table, be honest and upfront, but show willingness that you are willing to learn and that you will do everything to make sure that you accomplish the goals for the project and the organization. With that being said, that is the end of our training for today. Now, what I'm going to do now is to go ahead and take some questions. Crystal, I know that you're still on here and I hope you're enjoying the training. Tell me, what questions do you want to ask, or do you have any questions related to interviewing or how to succeed in an interview and not fail at it? If anyone who's joined us later on, if you have any questions, feel free to put them in the comment section. Let's engage and let's talk about how we can truly succeed our interviews and get the jobs that we want without being nervous, without breaking down, and really connecting on an authentic human level. So I want to thank everyone who joined today and every single person that is watching this on replay. I appreciate you. As always, what I try to do is bring you content that's authentic, that it is real, and make sure that I follow my own principles and my pyramid of career success. I believe that with the right technical skills, soft skills, and mindset, every single person can find career success and make six figures. If you have been stuck in your career and you're really not sure what to do, you're not getting the jobs that you want, and you're not sure what the next career step is for you, go ahead and schedule a time for me to meet with you, and I do 15-minute free career strategy sessions. We can talk about your current situation and what some of the tips I can give you in terms of improving and really finding the career success you need. If at that time you choose that you would like to hire me as your coach, we can talk about that as well. But I look forward to all of your comments and all of you always attending this training, and I hope that you're getting something out of it. So click a like if you watch this, or just comment replay, and I'll know that you like the training. Crystal says, how can I make a better connection during the interview? Great question, Crystal. So one of the things that you want to do during an interview is to be very relaxed and confident in yourself. And confidence comes with knowledge. Confidence comes with preparation. So if you have prepared for the job and you understand exactly why they're looking to hire you for the position, what the company's about, their mission or vision for the company, then that in itself will give you confidence. And when you walk in a room, have your shoulders, turn your shoulders back, have a very sweet smile on your face, very normal, and just be relaxed. Take a deep breath and do a a normal handshake and sit down. And when you're sitting down, I always recommend that you have a copy of your resume right in front of you. It gives you comfort to kind of look at your own experience. But your resume is also your story point. It allows you to look at your career history in milestones and at a summary level. Have that in front of you with a pen. A pen's going to allow you to kind of have some sort of control, and if you have any jitters, you would be able to hold that that pen in your hand. The connection really starts with the hello, how are you, how's your day going, and just again being yourself. As long as you trust and have the confidence that everything you have accomplished or the experiences that you have gone through in your life to date have truly prepared you in getting this job, then that is half the battle. The rest is really breathing and connecting authentically, really being truthful, talking about the things you know and things that you can learn. And that's essentially it. And just when leaving, thanking the panel for their time, making sure you're getting their business cards or email addresses, and sending a thank you card. But really what interviewers look for is, can this person be part of the team? Are they a good fit for a corporate culture? And can they accomplish the goals for the project that we are hiring them for?